in war. The greatest weapon isn't the sword. It is the mind that refuses to accept defeat. Winter, 480 BC, the pass of Thermopylae, a narrow strip of land squeezed between sheer cliffs and the restless Aegean Sea, Persia, the largest empire the world had ever seen, led by King Xerxes, invaded Greece with a force so vast, ancient writers claimed it drank rivers dry. 1 million men, some say more, crossing the Hellespont on a bridge of ships. Standing against them, 300 Spartans, led by King Leonidas. They were joined by 7,000 allies from Thebes, Thespia, and Arcadia. They chose this place, this narrow pass, because here, numbers meant nothing. The pass was barely wide enough for 2 chariots to pass side by side. A wall of flesh and bronze could hold it forever, or so they thought. Day 1. The Persians attack, wave after wave of immortals, Medes, and Scythians. They crash against the Greek shield wall like a storm against a cliff. The Spartans fight in shifts, always fresh men stepping forward. They mock the enemy with silence and with death. Xerxes watches from a golden throne carried to a hilltop. He expects victory by sundown. Sundown comes, his dead pile higher than his hopes. Day 2, the same brutal story repeats. Day 3, a Greek trader, Ephialtes, sells a secret, a hidden mountain path that flanks the pass. Leonidas learns of the betrayal. He knows the end is coming. He dismisses most of his allies, telling them to live and fight another day. But he stays with his 300 Spartans and 700 Thespians who refuse to leave. They eat a quiet breakfast. Leonidas smiles. Tonight, he says, we dine in Hades. The Persians come from the front and the rear. The Spartans form a circle, back to back. Their spears are gone. They fight with swords, then with their hands, then with their teeth. Leonidas falls, pierced by arrows. His men fight over his body 4 times, refusing to yield it. By nightfall, the pass is silent. 300 Spartans lie dead, but so do 20,000 Persians. Xerxes walks the battlefield. He orders the Spartan dead to be buried with honor, but he has his own dead hidden in mass graves, so his army will not see the true price of this victory. Greece does not fall. That year, the Persian fleet is crippled at the Battle of Salamis. Their army is shattered. At Plataea, Thermopylae was a defeat. Yes, but it bought the one thing armies cannot buy: time. Time for Athens to evacuate. Time for the Greek states to unite. Time for freedom to find its weapon. So here is the hard lesson, carved into the cliffs of Thermopylae. Defeat is not final unless you surrender your purpose. Sometimes, the greatest victory is to die in such a way that your enemy never recovers. Those 300 men did not save Greece. They taught Greece how to save itself. They showed that courage is contagious, that freedom is worth every drop of blood, and that even in death, a few can hold back an empire. Their names are lost to dust, but their stand echoes still when hope is gone, when the odds are impossible, when retreat is the only logical choice. Remember Thermopylae. Remember that sometimes the last stand is the first step to victory. The lesson is this: never fight for victory alone. Fight for what comes after, because the dead can still win if the living refuse to forget. Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here, obedient to their laws, we lie. Thanks for watching.